Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say we're not going to get a truly great Transformers movie. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Flick of Things. My name is Daniel, and I'm here with a movie review. I'm going to be reviewing Transformers Rise of the Beast. So, my stance on the Transformer franchise, I'm not the biggest fan of the movies. I've only probably really enjoyed, I would say, the first one, the first Michael Bay one, and Bumblebee, which came out a few years ago. But besides that, they've all been pretty bad. They don't resemble, like, the G1 Transformers. No, I'm going to tell you straight up. I haven't seen all of like the G1 Transformer cartoons, like, you know, the whole series or whatever. But I have seen quite a few of them. I've seen, you know, even the movie, which is, I think, me personally, I still think it's the best Transformers movie out there. But for some odd reason, when it comes to adapting this, you know, cartoon into a movie, these studios are just having like a really hard time, and it's baffling. I just don't get it. Like, it's just weird. But when I truly got introduced, it was through Beast Wars. I was a huge Beast Wars fan growing up. That was the show. That show, you know, it had like animation, you know, like the 3D animation. This was during a time when 3D animation was like still fresh and brand new. Now looking back, you know, it's definitely aged poorly. It looks pretty bad, but back then it was very like eye popping. And for a kid like me, you know, at that age, you know, when I was younger, it was like eye candy. It was just like, it was the greatest thing I've ever seen. You know, just the effects and everything. I just couldn't believe, like, it felt real to me. So yeah, like I said, I grew up on the Beast Wars Transformers, and then after that, years later, I started, you know, watching the cartoon, the G1 series, and then I saw the movie, which I really loved. But when this movie got announced, I was really excited because I heard that, you know, it was going to include Beast Wars in it. And when I saw the trailer, it was cool. It was like, I was excited, but I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's going to be still on par with the other movies. So my expectations were like at bay. And I got to say, yeah, this movie is not that good. I did find myself bored at times. The humans are uninteresting. I will say this. There was some chemistry between Mirage and I even forgot the main character's name. Already there was some chemistry between them, and I did like their that was honestly, that was probably the only thing that worked in the movie as far as when it came to the human element. There was some good banter and some good comedy between the two, and I laughed, you know, quite a bit between Mirage and the main lead. But the other main lead, which is the female lead, yeah, she just wasn't interesting at all. Like, she was just, I don't know. I just feel like they just threw her in there because, you know, they needed a female character, so they needed to balance out. They didn't want to make it an all male cast, especially the times we're living in. You know, you got to have a strong female character, and I guess she was one of them. And yeah, she just didn't work out at all. Like, there was a part in the movie where they tried to have a little bit of backstory with her, but it was so lazy, and just like the writing in it, I just didn't care. I was like, dude, like, why is she even in this movie? You know, the things that she does in the movie, the other dude could have done, you know? So like, it just clearly, she was thrown there because they needed a female character, and it was just, yeah, it just didn't work out for me. As far as the Transformers themselves, Optimus Prime was great as always. You know, the voice acting for Optimus Prime was great, but the Decepticons are, I would say, I forgot, they're not even called Decepticons. They're not even Predacons. They're called the Terracons. I believe that's what they're called. Yeah, they're throwaway characters. Like, especially the main lead. I even forgot. I think his name was Scourge or something like that. And it was just, he was so uninteresting. You know, it was just, I don't know. It was just bad. Like, I just really didn't care about his character at all, and like just his motives. I mean, he was basically just used as a puppet for Unicron. And speaking of Unicron, I mean, he's hardly in the movie. He's only there for like, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, he's hardly in it, pretty much. You forget that he's even there, to be honest. And the biggest disappointment of all is the Maximals. I mean, yes, Airazor and Optimus Primal, they are the standouts. I would say they're probably, honestly, out of all the Transformers, they're probably the two best characters in the movie. But the rest of the Maximals, which is, I guess, well, there's only two other ones, which is Cheetor and Rhinox. They were bad. Like, Cheetor only had like a couple lines, and Rhinox didn't talk at all. And I was just like, what? I've been waiting for this for so long, and you're not going to give Rhinox any lines? And the thing that bothered me the most is that, like, I didn't even get to see like his robot mode. He, for the most part, he was in, you know, his animal mode or whatever, him and Shudor. And when they do transform into robot mode, it was hard to see, so I couldn't really see how their design was. The only one that you could see their robot mode was Optimus Primo, and he looked cool. He looked pretty close to the cartoon, which I thought was pretty awesome. But yeah, it was just like, it was terrible. I'm like, dude, how can you not give Rhinox any lines or anything? It was just, to me, that's just lazy writing. It's like, dude, you can't have all these Transformers and hardly give them any lines. I mean, after all, we're talking about a Transformer movie, you know, and what's frustrating about all these movies is that they continue to put the human element before the robots. It's just frustrating because us fans have been wanting to see like a true Transformers movie where there's hardly any humans. In fact, you don't even need humans. You could just have a full-on battle like in Cybertron, which they did show in Bumblebee, and it's like one of the coolest scenes ever. You know, you have like all these old school Transformers and they look like the ones from G1 are close to it, and they look pretty awesome, and we only get like what, like 5 minutes of that, and that's it. And that's the closest we've been as far as like being true to the Transformer formula and, you know, the source material. But again, you know, they, you know, put the human element in the forefront. And like I said, you don't need humans. I mean, the Transformers themselves already have emotion. They can talk. It's different. Like, I can understand when it's, you know, Godzilla versus Kong, you know, they both can't talk. So you definitely need a little bit of human element in the movie where you do need some human interaction. That way you can understand what's going on. But with the Transformers, they can talk. And like I said, they have emotion. So you don't need humans at all. And you could, like I said, you could just have a whole story based on Cybertron and it'll just be completely awesome. But we have yet to get that. And we're already, what? This is like the 7th movie already. And like I said in the beginning, I don't think we're ever going to get a truly great Transformers movie. This just seems like it's going to be the norm. I know I've been ranting on, but there is a couple things that I did like, which were the action scenes, which obviously included the robots, and that's how it should be. Especially the last fight scene, the last act was pretty cool. There was a scene where, at least in my theater, a lot of people were cheering. That scene was pretty cool. The music was great. It had a lot of great 90s rap music, and it was very, you know, catchy. You know, I was feeling the vibes. But other than that, I mean, that's where the positives stop. I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill typical Transformer movie. It's a throwaway movie. Like, you could, it's one of those movies that you could just have it playing in the background, you know, on a Sunday afternoon when you're just chilling, you know, before it's a work day, you know. As far as where it belongs in the ranking, I don't know. You could probably put it 3rd or 4th, you know, behind Bumblebee. But that's not really saying much, you know, like, because the bar is very low when it comes to Transformer movies. Like I said, the first one, the first original animated one, that's always going to be the GOAT. That's an awesome movie right there. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just the middle of the pack Transformers movie. And I left pretty disappointed. I've kind of lost hope in the Transformers franchise. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe my dreams will come true where there's either a truly, you know, epic, truly great Transformers movie that's, you know, based in Cybertron, or a Beast Wars movie that's, you know, aligned as far as story wise with the original cartoon, which I doubt it because Transformers is more popular than Beast Wars. So but yeah, all right, so I'm gonna rank this movie. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5 MacGuffins. And you might ask why a MacGuffin, because this movie has a MacGuffin. Like every other Transformer movie, there's always a MacGuffin, some silly device or silly thing that, you know, it's gonna either save the planet or destroy it, or, you know, something silly like that. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5 MacGuffins. Anyways, that's gonna do it for my review of Transformers Rise of the Beast. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Click like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you.